All right, so this is the SAMR lesson plan hyperdoc. Everything you need to complete this assignment is here. Read through the directions thoroughly. The directions, all of this is meant to guide you, but if these directions constrict your creativity in any way, please adjust the instructions accordingly. So feel free to take any artistic freedom in conducting or finishing this lesson. The activity is actually found on line 4. It's the one that says week 9 through 15, worth 20 points, submit a lesson plan, and yeah. So first, what you want to do is you want to get a lesson plan from, you can get one here from scholastic.com. You can click here and then select this link, and a new link will open up. You can find a lesson that goes with whatever grade that you have or grade that you would like to have. And let's see, I actually chose one. I actually chose it from a PE website. Let's see. So don't mind the ads. Let's see. So mine's from PE Central, what works in physical education. And my activity is pivot practice and basketball dribbling. The purpose of the activity: to practice the principles of protecting a basketball while using pivoting. Prerequisites: students should at least have some basic dribbling skills in place. Suggested grade level 6 through 8. Materials needed: one ball for every 2 students. And it says they need poly spots. Those are probably like some types of cones that you could put down. The description idea. So it's pretty much this is the activity. I'll explain it to you. It's that you're going to have students learn how to pivot, and pivot. They're going to kind of stop and then try and keep the ball away while not traveling. So that's the gist of the entire lesson. And then the variations, it says having students change partners, and then ideas, try to see if they're practicing the principles. So this is a regular lesson. You can see that it doesn't include any technology at all. So what exactly is SAMR? Now, SAMR is, you can just Google it, SAMR. Some people call it SAMR, but I'll just go with SAMR. And click on whichever one makes you, explains it best for you. But this one right here tells me SAMR is substitution, augmentation, modification, and redefinition. In substitution, technology acts as a direct substitute with no functional change. Augmentation, technology acts as a direct substitute with functional improvement. Modification, technology allows for significant task redesign. And then redefinition, technology allows for the creation of new tasks previously inconceivable. So you can see here on the side, it says the difference between enhancing and totally transforming the lesson. So how can we actually do that with our little lesson plan here? So let's see. I'm going to go back in here, and this is the tutorial we're doing right now, so it's not in there. But if you go down, you're going to see that you don't have to follow this format to create or to write this essay. By all means, get creative. I've just had a lot of students before request more clarification. So underneath the substitution, if you look and see what exactly substitution was simply substituting something with no functional change. So maybe this is instead of direct instruction, I use a YouTube video. Teacher shares a YouTube video on pivoting in basketball. And that would be valid. You could actually do that. You can instead of you talking about it, you could show a video of Michael Jordan or Kobe Bryant or LeBron James, anybody, and the kids will understand much better than you would. But all you're doing is you're substituting your direct instruction with something else on YouTube. Augmentation. So let's see what augmentation is again. Augmentation is technology acts as a direct substitute with functional improvement. And so maybe instead of giving the students a video, now the students can actually choose their own video. So instead of direct instruction, the students pick their own YouTube videos on pivoting in basketball. So how this would look is, instead of you doing a 10-15 minute lesson on pivoting, talking about it, picking out students, you give them 10 to 15 minutes to find their own video on YouTube. You give them the parameters, and then maybe they come back and share who they were watching. So you can see now the functional improvement. Now, what does this look like if we actually modify it? Technology allows for significant task redesign. Maybe for modification, students create their own pivot drill video for basketball and publish it to YouTube. So now that's something totally different. And now we're going from students consuming content, from students being lectured to students actually creating and contributing. And then what would redefinition look like? A total redefinition of the activity would be something like making a task that wasn't there before. Would be students create maybe a Google site on basketball drills with their own tutorials. And so you can see how technology functioned at 4 different levels. It acted as a substitution, an augmentation, a modification, and a redefinition. You're going to be writing an essay on that. The easiest way that I would tackle it would be, simply write an introduction, a little thesis there, substitution, what that would look like, augmentation, what that would look like, modification, how that would look, redefinition, and then a conclusion. It's nothing too bad. Your essay is supposed to be 2 pages, double spaced. Here's an example of a lesson that a student had done previously. Again, by no means are you confined to this. She put her lesson plan here on the left-hand side, and then her essay over here on the right-hand side, and it looked great. So that's what we're looking for. Good luck. If you have any questions, please contact me, and thank you very much.